Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the YouTube channel and podcast. Keep that same energy sports talk with your host Justin P and my co-host Maurice Savage Jr. Excuse me. This is episode 202 for the YouTube channel, and for the audio version, it's season 5, episode 34 or 35. So y'all can check that out and all the links listed below in the description. Just type in "keep that same energy sports talk." It'll basically pop up every platform, podcast, every podcast, Spotify, etc., etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's the man with the master plan, my co-host, your co-host, the villain or the vigilante, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. Yay, yay!
What's good, family? What's good, family? It feels good to be back as always to do this with Big Bro. As always, we got another amazing show, man. I got some good topics. I want to hear what's on his mind. I ain't talked to Big Bro in a minute, so as far as social media for real. But other than that, let's get to the things. The way we get to the things. Of course, we're gonna hit you with some emotions because when it comes to these sports, man, we coming from the heart. Everything, our feelings involved, and of course, we're gonna hit you with some opinions because our thought process is on point. We thinking hard and we know what we're talking about. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter unless we hit you with the facts.
That's a fact, Jack. All right, go ahead, Maurice. It's just night to basically, conduct and run the show. So I'm gonna have him go ahead. The topics are in the description so everybody can see what we talk about. So go ahead, Maurice. Floor is yours.
Okay, topic number one. I'm gonna let you get a jab at it first, of course. Give me your offensive rookie of the year and your defensive rookie of the year, and give me some honorable mentions if there are any.
All right. Excuse me. Offensive rookie of the year. Took a little bit of notes. I'm gonna go with Kenneth Walker. Just that simple, man. Kid just been killing, man. I think he has over 1,000. If not, he's real close. So definitely Kenneth Walker for offensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year is Maurice Gardner. Just kid just been balling out doing his thing, man. Honorable mentions for offensive rookie of the year. I can go Christian Watson for the Packers. He started coming on a little late. He has about like 9 touchdowns now after having a slow start. I can also go with Gary Wilson for the Jets. He's been doing his thing. We all know what it went to Brees Hall if he didn't get hurt. That way he would have been the clear winner for this. Honorable mention for defensive rookie of the year. I want to go with Kayvon Thibodeau, your boy from the Giants. He's doing his thing.
Mhm.
And I'm also go with Derek Stingley Jr. So those are my honorable mentions.
Okay. Good, a good list, a good list. For me, man, this was kind of hard. When I get to the defensive side, offensive side by far, man. To me, I feel like the DB, the position that's probably the toughest position to play because we have to guard the best athletes out there. And for you to be a rookie to come out there and go over 1,000 yards, I mean, you got to give credit where it's due. Not only did Garrett Wilson go over 1,000 yards, he also broke a Jets record. So I mean, I gotta give credit where it's due. I mean, you're putting your foot in the record books. You're not just stepping into the league when you go over 1,000 yards. What he did, he put his foot in the record books where he almost basically starting off a Hall of Fame career because it right now we only looking only up now. You can only go up from here. I mean that's huge right there. I believe he can win Rookie of the Year. I believe the stats show it. By far a wide receiver. I mean, he's passing all the wide receivers that's in the same draft class as him. I mean, I thought it was probably going to be a Drake London to be a mention, but I mean, we already know how that fell off, how things going down there in Atlanta. So for me, I mean, I'm just saying to me, I think it's not even close. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson. I mean, and the fact that this team has a chance to still make the playoffs with three games left. They still have a chance to make the playoffs. They honestly can win the last 3 games and make it. You feel me? So that's why I have him there. Honorable mention. I gotta go with Keith Walker. Gotta go with him. He was
Kenneth
definitely
Walker.
my bad. Kenneth Walker. My bad. I was Kenneth Walker and another guy who I was raving about all season, Chris Olave. Those two guys, I believe that the NFL is starting to be in good hands right now with these new rookies that's coming in. I mean, Chris Olave played huge for, well, in my eyes, not just his eyes. In my eyes, he played huge with whoever was his quarterback this year. So I mean, I gotta give credit where it's due. Defense. Now, this is why I say defense is tough, bro. It really came down to my position this year. Who's the defensive rookie of the year? And the reason why I'm saying is coming down to two guys. First of all, Tyreek Woolen. I just mentioned Garrett Wilson breaking a record. He just did the same thing. He just broke the Seahawks record for most interceptions as a rookie. He already getting the comparisons to Richard Sherman. He already getting his name also written to LOB name. So I got to put him in there. He's also doing the same thing as Sauce Gardner. It's really a good like 1A, 1B type thing going on. And the reason why I'm going to give it to Sauce Gardner, only because of this. To me, the main job is a wide receiver. I love when Darryl Green said this. I said this the one time on the episodes before. I love how Sauce Gardner play. His job is I want you to have zero. I don't care if I have any interceptions. I mean, think about it. What if Sauce Gardner have a record like this? I mean, have a season like this? 0 catches given up and 0 touchdowns. A matter of fact, I'll be more realistic. He of course you're gonna give up small little catches, but what if he go his whole career without giving up no touchdowns?
That's not going to happen.
No, hold on. But I'm just saying, bro. He already just won a whole NFL season.
That's one season compared to a whole career, Maurice. The league.
You're right. All right. Well, I'll throw one in there. If he give you at least 3 seasons of that, what you think?
Yeah, but that's not going to happen even. Like it's just
the
rule changes. It's not going to prohibit that. He's playing well, but it's not going to happen. It's just the league. It's just it's too much geared to an offensive league, and it's just and our receivers he's going to be going against are Pro Bowlers and all pros just like he is. So somebody's going to get him. It's just it is what it is. That's not going to keep happening. And I love Sauce, but that's like saying a quarterback going to keep going his whole career for throwing interception. It's just not going to happen.
Nah. Only said that. I mean, hold on. I'll give you the benefit of that because I ain't gonna lie. He did get lucky one time this year when Stephon Diggs beat him deep, but Stephon Diggs fell at he caught the pass and he was beat. He wasn't even nowhere in it. So I will give you that because of something like that. But I'm just saying. The reason why I was giving a slight edge to Sauce Gardner is just because of the fact that he's not giving up anything, no big plays, no catches. He making tackles, he's sticking his nose in there on run plays. I mean, he doing what he got to do. He not getting beat at all. Like he playing fundamentally sound. Like I mean, he's giving me Tim Duncan vibe where I'm not going to do all the flashy stuff and all. I may look flashy, but if you watch Sauce Gardner, he plays with pure technique. He does not rely on no talent, no agility, no ability. He relies on pure IQ and the way you're supposed to play the game and the way you're supposed to play the corner position. You feel me? And playing like that will give you longevity for real. And like I said, it could be a tie between them two just because of the Wolin having the record, and he's playing just as good. But I got the jersey for a reason, so I'm gonna go with Sauce Gardner. All right, and what I would say another honorable mention would be Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, if he, I think he got 3 games left, so I think he can get 10. I mean, there's a chance he can get 10 because he has 7 right now. But that's about it. I'm gonna stop right there. All right, topic 2. Now this one you really had me really diving into because I hands down had a winner. But give me your MVP of the league. Give me your defensive MVP of the league. And also, we'll get to the offense to the topic 3. But give me your defensive MVP of the league. I mean offensive. My bad.
I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes MVP. Yeah. Like I said, man, each week, man, if Jalen Hurts ain't missed his last game, I would say with him, but that might hurt him, and then he might not play this week. So I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes, man. Defensive player of the year, I'm going with Nick Bosa.
Okay.
Yeah, man, lead the league in sacks, so he's top 2 in sacks, and quarterback pressures is off the charts, man. Look how San Francisco defense is playing. So I'm going Nick Bosa.
So what about your honorable mentions for MVP?
Honorable mention for MVP is Jalen Hurts, and honorable mention for defensive player of the year is Matt Judon. And then my offensive player of the year, Justin Jefferson. Flat out, Big Jettis is doing his thing. And my honorable mention for offensive player of the year, I'll go with Joe Burrow.
Okay. All right. Okay. I like that. I'm gonna start behind because I want to get the weak shit out the way. Offensive MVP, offensive player of the year. I'm agree with you because that's what he been in the league 3 years and twice he went over 16. So I'm agree with you on that. Honorable mention. I'm shocked that you didn't say this. Tyreek Hill. By far, Tyreek Hill. He was going nuts. He honestly could have won this shit. For real. I mean, if it wasn't that Miami started slacking, because I think Miami could have been a little bit better this year, but we'll say that for later. But I'm definitely going to go there. Defensive MVP. And who you say, Michael Parsons, right?
I said Nick Bosa.
Oh, Nick Bosa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one too. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I thought San Francisco was gonna tank. I thought San Francisco really was gonna be bad because they didn't know that quarterback situation. But that guy and them Wolves that he leading on defense, they not having it. They like, hey, bro. I say this on the show all the time. You can literally make the playoffs off your defense. And there's no way you ain't telling me that's not what they doing right now. I mean, by far. I mean, he's a defensive leader. He's doing the same thing that his brother was doing. I agree with you on that pick. And let me see. Honorable mention. Who's been a difference maker? Because I want to think hard. I want to think hard. It come down to two Eagles players. I either want to give it to Darius Slay or I want to give it to Chauncey Gardner. Because Chauncey Gardner, I mean, when he came on that team on that side, he really brought a different swag. This is not the swag where they had Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, Shanti Samuels. What's the other dude? Nabi Asamoah. Remember when they had that? Remember they had that three and they were supposed to be the lockdown? They got Bradbury, Slay, and Gardner, and it's clicking. These guys playing legit. These guys getting the job done. I wouldn't know who I would give it to out of them two because I mean, I ain't gonna lie. To me, I'm saying Darius Slay is better than Jalen Ramsey right now. I mean, he playing at a high level. He getting interceptions. But if I would say an honorable mention, it would probably be out of them too, just because they changed that. They turned that Eagles defense up a little bit more to match with the offense that they got going. And MVP, hands down, Jalen Hurts. I mean, he 32 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I mean, the numbers is right there. You feel me? Team been playing legit from the time the NFL season started. They never slack. I mean, hold on. I don't think he got 9 interceptions. Hold on. Let me hold on. Oh yeah. He do got 9. He do got 9 interceptions. I want to make sure I was right. But I mean, that's huge right there. 32 and 9. I mean, and then you silence all the critics. The main talk was he could not get it done. He could not throw the ball. Which better way to do it? You don't disappoint when you get AJ Brown. You putting up a miraculous numbers. You're looking like the second coming of Donovan McNabb and T.O. Then your numbers look better. And then on top of that, the Eagles have been the best team in the NFL since week 1. It's not even a debate for real. So what I'm saying? So that's why I got him there. And I'm gonna take a little thing from Shaq, even though I don't like the way he used the term because he said MVP should go to the best player. You feel me? On the best player, even if the team trash. You feel me? I don't think that. I think the MVP should go to the best player that's contribute to his team to have the better outcome of winning the championship. So if you averaging 25 and 10 and your team 1 through 3, yeah, you get my chance at MVP. But I ain't trying to hear that shit. You 5, 7 and all that shit. You just playing good. So for me, Jalen Hurts, he definitely doing his thing. And the honorable mention, I definitely gotta go with Patrick Mahomes. But of course, he about to surpass and probably be my favorite quarterback of all time. Because Aaron Rodgers looked at shitty, and I ain't gonna lie. Do Patrick Mahomes really got all stars over there? I mean, nobody's talking about Juju. You only talk about Travis Kelce. You ain't talking about them other. You don't even know the rest of the wide receivers. Not even nobody in the running game. So to see that Aaron Rodgers cannot do what Patrick Mahomes is doing, and he been in the league longer, position might change. Okay, topic 3. This gonna be a good one. Basically, give me your disappointments of this year. What NFL teams you think wasted this NFL season?
The Rams, Broncos, Raiders, Cardinals, and I'll go with the Cleveland Browns too.
I thought you would let them slide because of what happened with Deshaun.
Nah, I mean, you still got to play better football.
Okay, all right, okay. For me, hands down, I can't start the list unless I say my Super Bowl pick, the Broncos. I don't know. I don't know. That was a straight disappointment. It made me think you need to clean house and fire everybody because I don't know how you're not even averaging 20 points a game, and then your defense has the probably the best scoring defense in the league. So I don't understand 14 and you can't get 20, 17. You can't do none of that. And Russell Wilson, you are MVP caliber quarterback. Well, you ain't been playing like it, but I mean, come on, like. I mean, those wide receivers that you have on the Broncos are just as good as what you had in Seattle. Even though Seattle's better, I mean, you still got guys that's good. So it's really no excuse. After that, I gotta go with the Raiders. Devontae Adams, this is what you asked for. I think you and Aaron Rodgers suffered the worst this year. I mean, completely suffered the worst. Um, the next up, I'm gonna go with the Patriots because I feel like this. Patriots, you saw how you made the playoffs, how you slid in the playoffs, and you didn't have no number one wide receiver. Nelson Aguilar was your number one, and also it was games where what's his name? Well, make sure I have his name. His name Bourne, Kevin Bourne, Kendrick Bourne. It looked like that. It was games where he showed up, but he really wasn't nice. He probably had like 500 total yards last year, but he had a couple games where you like okay, especially that play that he did on what my man named Trayvon Diggs that play against Dallas last year. So I mean, like, yo, you saying that you was making the playoffs with that little bit and you had a good running game? Why not go get one of these highlight wide receivers or just somebody? You feel me to help him? And you ain't do that at all. For sure, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I mean, it's no excuse. Hollywood, you wanted to go down there. Um, you supposed to be the number one guy. You was the number one in Baltimore. So it's no reason why you shouldn't brought that number one charisma down there where you was at, and it's easy for you to be a number two when Hopkins get back. You should have been carrying the team. You should have been doing what you had to do. Kyle Murray, same thing. I don't know what's going on there. It's like you just want to run around and play backyard football and just waste time and don't get the numbers. Carolina, I feel like they wasted time just on this. Every quarterback that Carolina had this year won. Everybody. Every quarterback. So it made me think like it seemed like you got the system. Why are you not trusting anybody? Why are you not just giving the keys to one guy and let's see how the shit play out? Or see what type of quarterback you need to draft for. See what you need to do with the quarterback that you have. But that wasn't happening at all. You won with Baker Mayfield, PJ, whatever, I forgot his name, and then some whack backup guy. So, and then the last one, the obvious, the Green Bay Packers. There's no way you get rid of Devontae Adams and you don't even get nothing that's almost as equivalent to Devontae. You go get Sammy Watkins, who's down on the Baltimore Ravens. I don't need to speak no more on that. Okay, going into the playoffs. Give me your top. Basically, give me your top five ranking. You feel me, guys? The teams that you think have a legitimate chance to win a Super Bowl. And I narrowed it down. I think it's only 5 legitimate teams. The rest of us that's just being fans of people.
I got 6. I got the Chiefs,
Okay.
Eagles, Bengals, Ravens, 49ers.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Why you? When I got to ask you a couple questions, why you pick the Bengals? Now I think I know why, but why you pick the Bengals? Do you think they're dangerous a little bit?
To run the ball, play defense, and Joe Burrow at quarterback.
Okay. That's the only thing I had the question for because everybody else that you name is I agree with. But my list is a little bit different. Of course, Eagles by far. The Bills. I just feel like you know what you have in front of you, so this might be an opportunity. You can get hot. I mean, we already know how the playoffs go. All you gotta do is just start killing right then and there and get hot. This ain't no build up for momentum. We didn't see the teams had the best record in the league, not make the Super Bowl. Teams play horrible and go all the way to the top. So what I'm saying is, it's all about who get hot. So I'm definitely confident in the Eagles by far. The Bills, I think at any time Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs can get clicking. You put me on with these boys. You put me on with the Vikings. I'm a believer in Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry, I'm a believer. I don't like the Vikings and I don't like him, but I'm a believer. Everything that you've been saying about this dude, I thought you was lying. You was correct. I just thought about this before when I was watching his numbers. I said, yo, if Kirk Cousins win the Super Bowl, yo, 20-19, yo, nobody would be mad, yo, because that's what they've been doing all season, yo, and that's what he do. You feel me? And then of course I gotta go with about to be my new favorite quarterback. Anything with Patrick Mahomes on it, I'm going with. He's the modern day Tom Brady. I think also he could be playing with an attitude and get the job done. And then last but not least, this is a wild card. And I don't even like these niggas. These your boys. I think the Cowboys, the only threat to the Cowboys in the NFC, to me, is the Vikings and the Eagles. I think they can go to the Super Bowl. I think they can do it. I think they can somehow, some way get hot on offense, and that defense could just do enough. So they my 5. That's who I got. All right. Topic 5, NBA standings. Or just give me your thoughts on what you've been breezing through during the NBA, because I know we've been focused so much on the NFL. What you've been watching NBA terms.
I'm gonna just give you some standings. I ain't really getting to anything else. Just what I think been playing good. Like we start with the West, the Nuggets at 21-11, number one seed. Joker just brought them back the other night with a triple double. Pelicans been playing good basketball. Shout out to Willie Green. And Zion finally got himself in game shape, so they've been on the road. My Thunder had to beat the other night, and they pulled it out on us. So they the number 2 seed in the West as of right now. The Grizzlies, we had them beat. We actually beat them the other night.
Yes, you did. Yep.
So, but yeah, they 20-12. They're the number 3 seed right now in the West. The Suns 19-15, number 4. Even with Chris Paul being banged up, they lost last night, but still, yeah, they top team in the West. Clippers, they wouldn't got John Wall in them this year. They're 19-15. They're the 5th seed in the West. So that's top 5 from the West, and I did top 5 from the East. I got the Celtics right here, 24-10 year guys. Got a big win yesterday. So the Bucks, they 24-10, first place. Bucks 22-11, they in second place. Cavs 22-12, they're in third place. Donovan Mitchell's been a godsend over there. The Nets, since they fired Steve Nash, they've been on the road with Jock Vaughn. They 21-12. The 76 got a big win yesterday at Madison Square Garden. They 20-12 at the 5 seed. Floor is yours.
Okay, good shit as always. For me, first thing I'm gonna do is I gotta mention the Lakers on here. I don't know how you still got that roster. You guys on a 4 game losing streak. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. And LeBron James, again, the thought and you been in the same conversation with Michael Jordan is no more now. No more now because Michael Jordan's Wizards didn't even look this bad. But that's that. I got to talk about how the Jazz. You was right about this. I got to give you a shout out on this. The Jazz had what I think the number 1 defense at the beginning of the league, and they was number 1 in the whole entire league. Boys all the way down to 7. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's going on right there? Um, what else? I don't know what's going on down there in Golden State. They might have to make a move. They got the 11th. They got the 11th seed. But I didn't even notice. If you would have asked me who averaged more points a game right now between Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole, I'm saying Klay. Whole time Jordan averaging 20, even though Klay averaging 18. But I'm like, it might be some trade that you can't. It might not. You can't keep both. It might not be. It might be a situation like that. And of course, the Grizzlies they just lost to the Warriors. You feel me? But I mean, I still believe in them. They still a legit defensive team. I still believe in Mamba Morant. Of course, the Joker playing at the MVP level. The other night, I think he just had like 40 points, 27 rebounds, and like 10 assists, something like that. So he definitely still doing his thing. Uh, Let me see. That's pretty much about it that I want to get into in the West because at me, as you can tell, I'm an East guy. Boston, of course, number 1 record, got the win yesterday on Christmas. How you supposed to do it? Playing against a legit team with the Greek Freak, and I mean Jason Tatum, he's the future. He's catching bodies every chance he get. It's just that simple. He's dunked on them all. You feel me? Just get out of his way. Um, of course, I got to mention the Cavs. I mean, this Donovan Mitchell move was huge. These guys have been afloat. They've been the top 3 team the whole entire time. They haven't left. They was either 1 or 3, 2, 1, 2 or 3. They never even dropped the 4. Shout out to my man Kyrie. Also, I don't mean to laugh a little bit when I heard about the Steve Nash thing, but it was more to me. I was on some damn. When Kyrie came back, them boys went like 11-1 or something like that. They was just stroking. Everything was going. So definitely happy to see that. And I'm just mad to see like teams like the Wizards really not turning it up. Hornets, like teams that got the playoff atmosphere around them, they not really turning up. But shout out to the Knicks, they in playoff. The Hawks, we getting some of that 90s, early 2000s, them teams of our generation making the playoffs all over again. So long as I get to see it, I'm happy. All right, last topic for the night. Even though it's early, last topic for the night. Give me your 5 starters from the East and your 5 starters from the West. NBA All Star.
Hold on, you ain't see the other topics. We gotta do our predictions, Maurice. You ain't checked the other topics on the show.
My bad. We're gonna do that. Then we go to the prediction. My bad on that. That's me. My bad.
All right. So far, this is what I wrote down. SGA, Jokic. I got Steph. I got let me see, Embiid. What else I wrote down? Let's see. LeBron, Jason Tatum, Luca. Who else? Let's see. Devin Booker, of course. I said Trey Young, Bradley Bill, Greek Freak, and Jason Tatum, Jason Brown. So that's all I got.
Okay. So what you name? 10 people? I don't because I
Put out just 10 starters from just East Side and just they're gonna choose teams, so it really don't. It's not really the East West like that.
Oh yeah, you definitely right. Because how I did my shit, I did it
Oh,
by
of course, Katie. How can I forget Katie?
yeah, I did mine by position. I mean, not by position, because right now they basically do positionless basketball. So I kind of did mine like that. But wait till you hear my list. All right. From the let's just say LeBron got a team. I got Embiid at the center, Greek Freak at the power forward, KD at the small forward, Tatum at the shooting guard, Trey Young at the point guard. For the West, I got Luka at the point, Ja at the shooting guard, LeBron James at the small forward. And right now, I gotta make this known. Don't mean to advertise it. I be busting people ass with the Pelicans on the game. So I gotta put Zion right there. That's starting. And then of course, I just named how the Joker just dropped 40 and 20 the other night. So of course, by far, he's gonna be a starter every time. He ain't probably. He is the best center in the league. I would have gave it to Joel's being the best center, but he gave me too much Dwight Howard. All right, so you ready for the predictions?
Yeah, go ahead. Give it to me.
All right, hold on. Give me what's going on? Give me one second. All right. Oh, hold on. We just played the Falcons, so I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on.
You gotta go to week 17.
All right. First game. Give me your thoughts on Titans versus the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys winning that game 21-14.
I'm agree. I'm agree with you, but I ain't gonna go with the same score. I think they definitely gonna get the job done. But I'm gonna go. I think they're gonna bust their ass. I think it's probably gonna be like 24-3. 24-3. I think the Cowboys just gonna do enough because the Titans they digress. They went worse. I mean, they ain't got nothing on offense that I really fear. So after a while, I mean, you can stop Derrick Henry. Um, Bears Bears versus the Lions.
Bears, Light Shore.
That's what I'm looking at right here. Bears versus the Lions next week.
Yeah, I had it in a different order, but I still got it down. I'm gonna go with the Lions 24-21. I still got it right there.
All right. My bad about that because I'm looking at it from the NFL website. But you said 24 to what?
24-21 Lions.
Okay. Uh, I think the Lions probably gonna blow them out too. I'm gonna go with a blowout because technically the Lions, if they win 3 games in a row, they in the playoffs. It ain't even it's not the end. So I think they're gonna put their foot on the gas pedal, set a statement. I'm gonna go 31-6. 31-6.
Oh wow. It is
Uh,
a division game, but like, that's fine.
I'm just saying it because Detroit go for the throats. You win 3 and you win. You feel me? And they go crazy. All right, the next game, who you got out of the Cardinals versus the Falcons?
Got the Falcons winning 20-17.
Okay. Yeah, this game is in Atlanta, so I'm gonna go probably the same route as you. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna go the same route as you, but I think a little bit more points gonna be scored. Like it's the end of the game, it's the end of the season, so they might go wild. So I'm gonna go 27-30, 27-30, and I'm gonna go with the Falcons. All right, Jaguars and the Texans.
Got the Jags winning 27-20, man. The division games are always tricky.
And this game is in Houston too. Uh, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence. My bad, Trevor Lawrence. Make sure I got your name right. You got the chance to make the playoffs, man. You win a division, and you win. You number one in the division. And then me and you both picked Dallas getting the win. So we gonna go with the Jaguars. I'm gonna go Jaguars 31-17. 31-17. That's nothing to fear down there in good old Houston. All right, next up, Houston versus my bad. The Broncos versus the Chiefs.
We got the Chiefs winning that 38-7.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one. The same score, 38-7. This gonna be a blowout, and this gonna be a shocker if Russell Wilson pull this off. A shocker, but it's not. All right. Next up, Miami versus New England.
I got the Dolphins winning 27-24 in overtime.
I like how you put some drama on that shit. Um, because I love Matt Jones, but also too on the other side. So I got to be realistic. I'm gonna go in a nail biting type game. I'm gonna go 31-34. And the reason why Miami win is because New England misses their field goal. I want to copy off you with some drama. All right, Colts versus the Giants.
I
Please
got
don't play me.
one in this 24-10.
All right, same thing. I think this is gonna be to me. I think this should be the game where Daniel Jones get it done because you just blew it. You just blew it. So please handle it. But he might play sloppy. So I'm gonna go 23-7. 23-7. All right, Eagles versus the Saints.
I got Philly winning that. I'm going 30-27.
Mm. I got Philly trying to bust that ass and sit them starters down for the next two games. So I'm gonna go. Hopefully get it done quickly. Plus, because this Chauncey old team, I'm gonna go 27-10. 27-10. All right, Carolina versus Tampa.
Going with the Panthers. I got the Panthers winning this 23-20. The Bucks have not looked good, man. They should have lost last night. So it was like
Mm, you
Carolina just set a record for 300 yards rushing. They're gonna run the ball down their throat and get at the Brady. So
mm.
winning the game. The Bucks have not. Just not the 2020 Bucks.
What you're saying, right? That because with that win, they would have them number one in the division. It's gonna have so you saying Carolina might get okay, all right, okay. I'm the only reason why I'm not gonna pick Carolina only because, like I said, their quarterback controversy is always a different guy every week. But I mean, what you just said is very true. I mean, they definitely could beat them. I, I
And they
think Tom.
already beat them 21-3.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? They could if they sweep them, that's a wrap. I think Tom Brady's and he played shitty yesterday, yo. God damn. All right, Joe. All right, Joe. You got me convinced. I'm gonna go Carolina winning some crazy shit like 17-9. 17-9. Tom Brady only gets 3 field goals. All right. Commanders versus the Browns.
I'm gonna go with the Browns to play spoiler 20-17.
Mm. Now, earlier this season, I said there was a chance that the AFC East could have all four teams. It looked like the NFC East is about to have 4 teams. So I'm going to stick on that boat. I want the Washington to win, so all 4 teams can make the playoffs. I want Washington to win, so I'm gonna go Washington, getting the job done. I believe in Heineke too. I talk about him a lot. I'm gonna go 24. I'm gonna go 27-21. 27-21. Next up, your 49ers, because I know you got a love thing for them. 49ers versus Vegas.
I got the 49ers winning 34-17.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. I ain't gonna go just as high, but I know that I say the 49ers defense gonna put a beating on them. So I'm gonna go something like 27-6. 27-6. All right. Seattle versus the Jets.
It's messy quarterback situation. Seattle coming off a loss. I'm going Seahawks 27-20.
Is your boy playing? What's his name? The quarterback for Seahawks.
You know,
Yeah.
they say he should play. They say he should be go. Even
All right.
if they got Drew Lock, they'll hand the ball off and just beat them off the running game alone. So I'm going.
All right. All right. We agreed on every game except for this one right here. Two game. Well, this is gonna be the second game we'll agree on. I gotta go with the Jets just because I got the jersey. I believe that they could get the job
I don't
done.
know how Zach Wilson playing, but go ahead, be my guest.
I'm only gonna rely on the defense and Garrett. That's the only thing I'm
Score
gonna.
all the points, but I hear you.
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Yeah, you're right. He can't score a point, but that's gonna be my spoiler game. Everything else will probably. But I'm gonna go. 17-14. 17-14. I'm going with the Jets.
Okay.
All right. Green Bay versus Minnesota. Great game in Green Bay too.
I'm going to Pack because Minnesota just they winning, but it's like they not decisively beating nobody. Like they could easily be 3-12 if just one play go the other way.
Yeah,
So
fact.
not knocking them, they doing what they doing, but I'm going with the Packers because Aaron Rodgers, when his back against the wall, he come through, man. All right, he know now he got a fighting, a swinger's chance, as they like to say. Man, I got the Pack winning this. I got Packers winning this 24-21.
I ain't gonna lie. I like exactly what you're saying. That was nice and strong. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? And when you look at the standings, the Packers all they the same way. If just so happen the Lions lose one game and they win three in a row, the Packers are in. But I just saw what the Vikings just did against my Giants. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I just see what they just did. And then like I said,
The Vikings should have lost the last two games they played. It's just
yeah, facts.
the luck of the Irish are going to run out sooner or later. I don't know when, but
Yeah, uh,
that's me. If you want to pick Minnesota, that's fine.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just. I know Aaron Rodgers is like, yeah, I'm about to get in here one way or another.
and I believe you on that too. I'm sorry, A Rod. I'm only going against you just because of your lack of talent at the wide receiver position. Um,
They
I'm
got
gonna
open.
go with the Vikings. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You did mention the young boy going on. I'm gonna go with the Vikings winning in something nasty because the last time they played, I think it was hard for Aaron Rodgers to score. You feel me? Like they had chances to get back in the game, but it was hard. So I'm gonna go 24-10, 24-10, something like that. Okay, Los Angeles versus Los Angeles. Who you got? The
All right,
Rams versus the Chargers for those.
but I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers 31-24.
I'm agree with you on that one too. I just like with the Chargers. The Chargers are in the technically the Chargers in the playoffs to start right now. So I'm going with the same thing. I mean, even though Baker Mayfield is showing you something, he's showing you something. You feel me? He ain't really showing me nothing. I'm going to go with Justin Herbert being a better quarterback than him as he always is. I'm going to go with the Chargers getting the job done. Plus, they got to the playoffs is on the line. I'm gonna go 31-17. I'm gonna give Baker Mayfield a little tap on the ass. Um, of course, to me, the best game of the night. I'm gonna save us for last. Who you got out of the Bills and the Bengals?
Got the Bills winning 31-28 in the thriller. Both teams going back and forth. Buffalo kick a game winner.
Okay, okay. Same thing. That connection is too hot. With Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen can do them right before our eyes, bro. Like, think about it. All them other people, besides I'm gonna say Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison, all those other people, those connections that we saw, we didn't see them. We just heard about them. This right here, we saw the birth of this live. You feel me? So with that connection is amazing. So I'm gonna go in a close one because sometimes the Bills defense step up when they have to, especially in cold games. I'm gonna go 27-24, the Bills. Now, of course, the last game, the best game of all time, the Steelers versus the Ravens. I don't even need to ask. I'm gonna just say the teams.
Got us winning 23-20. It's always a slugfest playing Pittsburgh. Sunday night football. I'm sure we're gonna bring out the all black attack like we always do. It's gonna be a tight one. Hopefully Superman get that heal that knee up so he can, make this run and get that bread he deserves. But I think Tyler can play good enough, to keep things focused. Defense has been balling. And we running the football. So I'll go 23-20 in Ravens.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Didn't I tell you this before? I said, yo, for some reason, I love it way more when we win with Tyler Huntley quarterback. Even though it be that sloppy shit, I be liking like, yo, we did it. We did. It give me that, especially this last one we had. And yo, it wouldn't shock me if the same thing happened again. It wouldn't shock me if we won this game. We scored a little extra points, like how you said. It wouldn't shock me if we got 23 and probably beat them like 23-16 or something like that. So I'm definitely gonna go with that. And no disrespect, I definitely want you to come back, Lamar Jackson. But yo, making the playoffs with Tyler Huntley, I don't even care. I don't even care if we get bumped in the first round. I'm cool with that wave. I'm cool with that wave. I ain't gonna lie. So that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. Everybody, like I said, it wasn't long, but it was long enough, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but we'll be back. Which you want to do Wednesday or Thursday, bro? What's up?
We can do Wednesday. We can do Wednesday. That's an off day for me.
Okay, we'll come back Wednesday, same time around 6:30. I'll come with the regular topics and all that stuff like that. We'll break down week 18 and give our predictions and stuff like that. We'll talk about stuff in the music game and all that. Everybody have an amazing Monday. Enjoy your holiday festivities. Go ahead and co-host your thing.
Hey man, as always, it's been another great show with Big Bro. And, we kill it as always, man. We do it for the family. If you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook. My name is Maurice Savage Jr. If you can't find me, which I know you will, you can find me on Instagram, I_AM_the Pharaoh. That's me, and it's DB Life or it's no life.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all be great on the way to the figure eight and always, and I mean always, remember, the hashtag KTLC. Keep that same energy. From your host, Justin P, and my co-host, Maurice James. See you guys Wednesday evening. We back with another show, man. Thank you guys, man. Enjoy your holiday and be safe. We love y'all. We out. Peace.